Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Evans. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
Number 53, Mike 53. I know.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Evans looking to throw on second down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Evans, operating from the gun. He's going to walk. This is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Watch a slap, watch a slap. Watch a slap. Good. Mike 20. Run. Mike 20, go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Hey, Mike 20. Let's go, D.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bravo. Ready.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He's going to let it go here for Hillman. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lock now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. Keelan Cole, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Then we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here comes Cole. Let it go.
Evans off the play fake. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Evans now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That is caught at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 26.
2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Another try after the first down sack. Locke And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 26. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Clelin Ferrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. We got this. He's coming. Double up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Clelin Ferrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Clock now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got Njoku is big tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Here's Locke. He wants it all for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Got one. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Coming to you. Smooth. Leo. Hey, here we go. Shoot.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
Here's Locke to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Was hoping to make a play there. On the return with his speed, instead he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
He's coming. We got double up. Check the backer. 49, check 49.
They begin the drive on the ground with Matt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He completes this one to Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Stay with your man.
On first down, Locke. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's third down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Tighten up. Pull it together. Chance. Bang, 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 bang.
On third and long, it's Locke. This is Hillman with it. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Locke. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A final shot before half for Locke. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
SOS. Go!
Now to the air, Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey.
Throwing now is Locke. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Down to lose one. Check. 53's mine. Check.
Operating from the gun. Evans going for it all. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
60
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And now look at him go. 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 75 yards.
First down, Rams.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 31. Check 31. Check. Patch it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Yeah, he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Bravo. Mike 20. Pick me up. Here we go. Go. Ready?
Second down and goal. Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Locke now on third and goal. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman
with
the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Wahoo! Look at me, Zipper!
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Rock going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Evans. Throwing to start the drive. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Evans looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check tight. Go. Stay at home. Hey, Haywood. 20, Mike, 20. Push him back. Mike 20, hit it.
Rock now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Slam. Go! Hey, Mike 20, Mike. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 20. You go
Now Locke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 20. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Under 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Check 13.
Lock to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Evans throwing on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
53, Mike.
Here's Evans throwing again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clelin Ferrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey,
Evans operating from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lock now on first down. He finds Hillman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Come on, baby. Yep. That's what you got. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, Zoo. Mike 20. Zoo.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Hey, Orville. Mike 20. Rip left. There we go, Mike 20. I'm here all day.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 20.
Here's Locke. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Go!
Locke going to try and throw on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Locke again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game.
Mike 20. All you get on the head. Look at me. Go. Watch out.
Here's Locke to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Staying on the ground with Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
6-man. Check girls.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held